is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine.
In these days, when someone asks me how I am, I usually say something like, I'm okay, and it's a really hard time to be a human. Because it is, with all of the everything unfolding in our lives and in our world. The bombing in our names, the stripping of rights and documents from trans beloved, the continued state violence against immigrants or those who might look like immigrants. It is hard to be a human right now for these and so many reasons. And on Friday night, I was at Temple B'nai Israel, the Reformed Jewish congregation in town, where they had a special Shabbat service honoring folks who are working to support refugees in our community, including some who are here in this room. And we got to hear from several dozen people about the small and important things that they are doing while preparations for bombings are underway. And it's all happening at the same time. And we get to hold it all. And so when I woke up to the news yesterday morning, a line of poetry just kept running through my head. It's from Adrienne Rich's Natural Resources. She writes, "My heart is moved by all I cannot save. So much has been destroyed. I have to cast my lot with those who age after age, perversely, with no extraordinary power, reconstitute the world." So thank you for choosing to cast your lot here and in all of the other commitments we hold as we try to reconstitute this world. Come, let us gather together. Come, let us worship together.
Good morning. I'm Donna McClurkin, and I'm here as a member of the Sunday Services Committee. Welcome to this service, those of you here in the Commons, on Zoom, and later on YouTube. A special welcome is extended to visitors and newcomers here and virtually. Welcome to this place, a place to learn from and with each other, here and all the places we are together, what it means to be Unitarian Universalist. In getting ready for the stewardship service, I've been thinking about all the ways generosity manifests here at Peoples. A lot of what happens here feeds my soul. There's one aspect of our church community for which I'm especially grateful, and it doesn't cost a dime. I'm referring to Chalice Circles. For those unfamiliar, these are facilitated small group ministries, usually 10 people or fewer. They function and operate differently from each other, but they all have the same core feature. These are spaces to be seen and heard, to be known. I think of them as spaces where radical generosity is extended in the form of deep listening, where our need for connection can be met, where problems don't get fixed and advice isn't given. We simply extend our caring, attention, and presence toward each other, a spiritual practice of listening with the ear of the heart, as St. Benedict put it. So, with that reflection, again, welcome. We are so glad you're here.
A few announcements as we begin. Our mindfulness and meditation class for adults continues at 12:15 in room 9, the Buddha room. All are welcome, even if you've never been there before. So our stewardship kickoff is today, and you'll be hearing a lot more about this, but I want to catch some of the grown-ups before they go off to teach RE. The step we're asking people to take today is to sign up to attend a grateful gathering. This is a small group gathering with good food and good conversation about the church and its finances. These are open to all, and there are sign-ups in the foyer and in your weekly email. Wednesday at 1 p.m., there's a Reader's Theater presentation of the play The Whitecaps, written by our own Gordon Bolar, right here in this room. All are welcome. Wednesday at 1 p.m. And Friday at 1 p.m., we are folding lots and lots of stewardship-related paper. So if anybody is free and wants to fold some paper with me and Eli and other people who have time at 1 p.m. on Fridays, the more hands, the less work for any individual. Next Saturday at 2 p.m. right here is a gathering called Be Blessed for Trans Day of Visibility, which is actually in a few weeks, but calendars being what they are. It will be a mix of music and reflection from local religious leaders, including our own Diane Melvin, on how each tradition teaches that trans folks are whole, holy, and beloved. So, given everything, this event feels especially important now, and I encourage everyone to attend. Even if you don't think maybe it's for you, come and be a host for all of the people who will be coming into our space for the first time. There will be blessings, and there will be snacks, and I think we all need a lot of those right now. And now we get to sing.
I invite you to rise and bow to your spirits so we can sing our opening song together. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share. share, and from this we live. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Herschel up for our chalice lighting. And reminder for those on Zoom, we invite you to type your location and that a chalice is lit wherever you are, your street, your community, wherever. Thank you, Herschel. Our chalice lighting reading today is One Love by Hope Johnson. We are one, a diverse group of proudly kindred spirits, here not by coincidence, but because we choose to journey together. We are active and proactive. We care deeply. We live our love as best we can. We are one, working, eating, laughing, playing, singing, storytelling, sharing, and rejoicing, getting to know each other, taking risks, opening up, questioning, seeking, searching, trying to understand, struggling, making mistakes, paying attention, asking questions, listening, living our answers, learning to love our neighbors, learning to love ourselves, apologizing and forgiving with humility, being forgiven through grace, creating the beloved community together. We are one.
In addition to our gathering here, we have 22 Zoom connections with us this morning. And we have Chalice Flames burning in Doster, Lawton, Westwood, Parkview Hills, Matawan, on Munson Lake near South Haven, and on Highland View. What a gift it is to be kindred in spirit in these times. And West Main Hill. I'd like to invite our children forward for a story. Hi, Burris. Oh, I am so glad that you all are with us today. It is such a gift to have you here. And as a reminder, though some of you probably already know this, it is a specialty class Sunday for the 1st through 6th graders. And so you will get to learn about Chinese New Year, or do indoor sports, or do board games. What great options. And you'll be gathering in room 9 to do that. And then the kindergarten and preschoolers will go straight to their class. So first I have a question for you guys. Do you guys know who pays for People's Church? No? You think it's me? Just me? Just me? Okay. What do you think, DeForest? What? Taxes? It is not taxes. That's an interesting idea. Oh, okay. Catherine says everybody. What do you think, Leah?
Chicken.
Chickens? I don't even know how that would work. What do you think, Georgina? Somebody. Okay, so it is kind of the answer that both Catherine and Georgina gave. So Catherine said everyone, right? Mm-hmm. And Georgina said somebody. So it's kind of somewhere in there. So the biggest source of money of the church, do you have something to say too?
Is them.
It's them. So it is the members and friends of the church who choose to give money to support everything that happens here. And they give their time, and they give their talent, and they give their trust. So before I have a story, can we just maybe say the loudest thank you we could ever say? So on 3, okay? Get ready. Get ready to receive this, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Thank you! Okay, good job, everybody. So, now I have a little story. This is a story about some siblings and cousins who fought a lot. Do you guys have any experience with anything like that? Yeah, you guys all kind of know.
Heard that story. What was the one?
This is one of my favorite stories. You might have heard this story before. They fought a lot about everything. You guys kind of know. Some of you know how this works when you fight with siblings and cousins.
Brother a lot.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
these siblings and cousins, one day their grandfather had just had enough. And he got them all together. And then he got a bundle of sticks. You maybe know where this story is going. Mm-hmm. Not so they could hit each other with them. No, that was not the solution to the problem. So I'm going to stand up. So what he did is he first,
Can I share them with you?
not right now, he took out a stick and said, when you guys are not united, when you're not on the same team, it's like this. It breaks really easy. But if you guys work together and get on the same team and maybe fight a little less, or at least only fight about important things, not just all the silly things that I know siblings fight about, because I also had a brother, so I know.
That's enough. That's enough.
It gets a lot harder, doesn't it?
That's enough.
And so then they try to break it. And you can't, or at least I can't. Does anybody want to try?
Yes.
Okay, come on up here. Okay, I want you guys make a little row, the people who want to try to break these sticks.
Please have a large beam on a cross, also I can hold on.
Okay, Ren, do you want to try?
Yes.
Okay, can you break it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that didn't work.
okay, do you want to try it, Forrest?
Ow.
Oh, it's so hard, I know. Okay, Burris, do you want to try? You can try it however you want.
Okay.
Oh, I know, it's hard. It's so much harder to break when it's lots of people. Someone's probably going to do this because you're
Use your feet, use your feet.
feet. Why would I use my feet? Okay. Leia's going to try. Can you do it?
No, it's too hard.
I know, it's so much harder. Okay, we're going to just let like 3 or... Okay, can May do it? Okay, can Sai try? Maybe Sai and Herschel together. Can you guys do it together? Can you break it? Oh, it's so hard, huh?
I'll be able to break it.
Okay.
That would actually work. How stable is it?
You're not using the pulpit.
Oh, he broke it.
He's trying that strat.
Oh, he can't even do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna stop for now. Oh, it's starting to crack a little bit. So this is when I pause so the lesson.
Can I try?
So if you guys want to try after classes, you can come up here and keep trying, okay? We'll give you one try while we sing people out. You can have a try later. So what do you think the kids, the siblings and cousins who always fought learned from that?
They need to fight less,
Do you think they learned to fight less and they learned that maybe...
but they didn't.
They didn't fight? You don't think it worked?
No, it didn't. It sounds like it didn't work.
I'm fighting.
They just kept fighting because there's nothing you can do?
Together.
So my hope is the way the story ended, is the kids learned that they are stronger when they stick together and support each other and work as a team, kind of like how we are stronger here at church because we are working as one team most of the time. Okay. We're going to sing you off to your classes.
Freedom.
I hope you have the best time, and you can come and try to break sticks more later if you want.
Go forth in peace in search of wisdom, with love to guide you on your way, and may the joy of life surround you wherever you may go. Go forth in peace in search of wisdom, with love to guide you on your way, and may the joy
Great story.
Thank you. People's people are generous people. And we care for people beyond the walls of this congregation. This is our heritage. And we don't do it for awards, but every once in a while we do get an award. So this week I learned that Communities in Schools, which supports the public schools in Kalamazoo, has awarded People's Church the Dieter Heinecke Promise of Excellence Award, which is the highest award they give out. Last year, it was the Kalamazoo Promise. So just like, I know, right? I was kind of shocked. And this is their award for people who support the schools, but also make a difference in the broader community. I'm still learning what all this means, and I'll be talking with people from Communities in Schools this week. But they've talked especially about how we have been supporting newcomers to our community, refugees and asylees and others, both within the school through our partnership with Lincoln School, longstanding partnership, and in other ways. They see us as being aligned with them in the mission to care for children and others in our community. There will be an award ceremony. Y'all are invited. More details to come. But congratulations. Good job, everybody. And this is the moment where I encourage you to keep being the generous people that you are. The offering will now be received.
That's what I said, I am, you are me. Don't you see, I am, you are me. That's what I said, I am, you are me. Don't you see, I am, you are me. That's what I said, I am, you are me. Don't you see, I am, you are me. That's what I said, I am, you are me. Don't you see, I am, you are me. That's what I said, I am, you are me. Don't you see, like I'm over here, and you're over there. That's what I said, something between us that is greater than that. Don't you see, like I'm over here, and you're over there. That's what I said, something between us that is greater than that. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. That's what I said, something between us that's greater than that. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. That's what I said, something between us that's greater than that. Don't you see through the confusion? It's not hard to tell. It's just an illusion, just me and you. Don't you see through the confusion? It's not hard to tell. But it's just an illusion, just me and you. Don't you see through the confusion? It's not hard to tell. It's just an illusion, just me and you. See through the confusion. It's not hard to tell. It's just an illusion, just me and you. I am a part of you. You are a part of me. And so together we are one body. I am inside your head. You are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start. I am, you are me. That's what I said. I am, you are me. Don't you see? I am, you are me. That's what I said. I am, you are me. Don't you see? It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. That's what I said.
Please join me in giving thanks for all that sustains us. From the countless gifts we each have been given, gifts of life and love and sustenance, we bring these small portions to share in the works of love which none of us can accomplish alone.
This is a community that supports one another in good times and hard times. One of the ways we do this is we take time when we gather to lift up the joys and sorrows and other milestones of our lives. So if you have something you wish to share with our gathered community today, if you're with us on Zoom, please type it in the chat box. If you're here in our commons, I invite you to come forward, place a stone in our bowl of water, and if you so choose to speak, please speak briefly and remember to tell us your name. I now place a few more stones for the joy and the sorrow we're holding quietly in our heart today, the joy and sorrow in our wider community and our wider world. Sources of reason and radiance, sources of courage and compassion, keep watch with those who work or watch or weep this day. May the suffering be soothed. May the weary find rest. May the sick be tended. May the dying and those who love them find peace. May the joyous be shielded. And may all of us know we are wrapped in a love that surrounds us always, a web that connects us to all that exists. Values prayer after St. Francis. Make us instruments of your peace. Where there is indifference, may we bring justice. Where there is selfishness, may we bring equity. Where there is stagnation, may we bring transformation. Where there is homogeneity, may we bring pluralism. Where there is isolation, may we bring interdependence. Where there is greed, may we bring generosity. And where there is hatred, may we bring love. Make us instruments of your peace, with love at the center of everything we do.
Start this song by breathing. So, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in. breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. Last time. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love.
Our first of 3 readings this morning is from On Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. When Americans think of freedom, we usually imagine a contest between a lone individual and a powerful government. We tend to conclude that the individual should be empowered and the government kept at bay. This is all well and good, but one element of freedom is the choice of associates, and one defense of freedom is the activity of groups to sustain their members. This is why we should engage in activities that are of interest to us, our friends, our families. These need not be expressly political. Insofar as we take pride in these activities and come to know others who do as well, we are creating civil society. Sharing in an undertaking teaches us that we can trust people beyond a narrow circle of friends and families, and helps us to recognize authorities from whom we can learn. The capacity for trust and learning can make life seem less chaotic and mysterious, and democratic politics more plausible and attractive. Our second reading is from Decolonizing Wealth by Edgar Villanueva. Materially, money is a bit of nickel, zinc, and copper. It's a little linen, mostly cotton, some ink. It's basically Kleenex adored with dead presidents. Actually, today mostly it's a series of zeros and ones, bytes, data on screens, imaginary, harmless. And in fact, the Bible doesn't say that money's the root of all evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. In other words, when we let it be more important than life, relationships, and humanity. I'm not saying there aren't problems with money when it's hoarded, controlled, used to divide people, to oppress and dominate. But that's not the money's fault. Inherently, it's value neutral. Humans have used money wrongfully. We've made money more important than human life. We've allowed it to divide us. That is a sin. We forget that we humans made money up out of thin air as a concept, a tool for a complex society, a placeholder for aspects of human relations. We forget that we gave money its meaning and its power. Money is like water. Water can be a precious, life-giving resource. But what happens when water is dammed or when a water cannon is fired on protesters in sub-zero temperatures? Money should be a tool of love to facilitate relationships, to help us thrive, rather than hurt and divide us. If it's used for sacred, life-giving, restorative purposes, it can be medicine.
Choose to Bless the World by Rebecca Parker. Your gifts, whatever you discover them to be, can be used to bless or curse the world. The mind's power, the strength of the hands, the reaches of the heart. The gift of speaking, listening, imagining, seeing, waiting. Any of these can serve to feed the hungry, bind up wounds, welcome the stranger, praise what is sacred, do the work of justice, or offer love. Any of these can draw down the door, hoard bread, abandon the poor, obscure what is holy, comply with injustice, or withhold love. You must answer this question: what will you do with your gifts? Choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world can take you into solitude, to search for the sources of power and grace, native wisdom, healing, and liberation. More, the choice will draw you into community, the endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith, the life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us alone can save the world. Together, that is another possibility waiting.
Pardon me, I invite you to at least sit up a little taller. If you would like to rise to sing together, that's all right. Whatever you like.
From the light of days remembered burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion lead to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
we welcome all who wish to join us to help establish truth, righteousness, and love in all the world. This is the final phrase of the People's Church Bond of Union, the covenant that people sign when they become members of our church community, like Brenda did today. And this promise stretches back and has bound people's people together since the 1890s. We have made this promise. And it is so wildly ambitious, this church, establishing truth, righteousness, and love in all of the world. I mean, wow, you guys, you really signed yourself up for something. And we don't use the word righteousness as much as they did in the 1890s, so I like to sort of modernize it to talking about justice and right relationship. And so we haven't yet achieved this goal, you know, and we are hard at work loving the parts of the world that are within our reach, doing justice, living in right relationship, telling the truth the best we know how. And right now, given everything, so much of which has already been named this morning, we need each other even more to accomplish the works of love that none of us can accomplish alone. This year, for me, has really been a lesson in how much this church as an institution matters, how much we need each other, and how much people who might never pass through the doors or sign on to our Zoom or even know we really exist need us now to live our values in this impossible moment. So here's a bit of what the works of love have looked like this year. We have made money a tool of love that helps facilitate relationships and helps people thrive in some powerful ways. We have collected and distributed thousands of mutual aid dollars here through our Resistance and Resilience Fund and our Refugee Support Fund. So we've given thousands of dollars away through special collections as well. So we've helped some of the most vulnerable people in our community, asylees, refugees, undocumented folks, trans folks, survivors of human trafficking, pay bills, pay rent, get to safety, and get needed medical care. We together have acted quickly and in partnership with local nonprofits whose money is not as flexible as ours, who are beholden to government reporting regulations and things like that to change people's lives for the better. And I've been working with some of the other faith institutions in town to help them become more flexible to meet this moment as well. Our special collections have provided necessary funding to organizations who are navigating so much financial insecurity. It is really hard to be a nonprofit institution right now. We are part of a network of people trying to keep each other safe and together. And I hate so much that this work is needed and that it is falling to us and to so many others to try to do the work of the entire federal government. It's not fair, it's not just, and we are doing what we can to meet the moment. And it is beautiful to see what we are capable of. A piece of my work as your minister is connecting with other institutions that share our values, religious institutions or otherwise, and it's in these partnerships that some of our values are made real in our community. So one of my community roles is the co-chair of the Faith Alliance at Out Front, which is our LGBTQ community center. The Faith Alliance is the group of clergy and other religious leaders who support the work of Out Front. So my two fellow co-chairs and I are a rabbi and a Catholic sister, which feels like the setup for a terrible joke, doesn't it? But it's not. It's actually really beautiful to see these people come together. So this year we've accompanied a church in Richland as they became more welcoming and affirming to queer folks. And I have bound some networks closer together. Like Out Front didn't know that the Lutheran church just 4 or 5 blocks away has a clothes closet. And Out Front needs to get coats on people's bodies. And so now they're doing that in partnership. We've also located a commercial kitchen near the out front office on West Edge. So soon, a group of folks will be cooking meals for the weekly out front youth group. Many of those kids go hungry regularly. And you'll be hearing about opportunities to help keep each other fed in this town soon. And in the bit of community organizing that I am most proud of myself this year, that you all get to take some credit for, at Out Front they said they wanted to have a makeup workshop for trans folks, because many of us learned from parents or at the makeup counter, and those are not always the safest places to learn how to do makeup. So I know a local makeup artist and asked her to do it, and she was over the moon delighted. She's a friend of one of my kids' friends, or she's a parent of a kid's friend. And so next Saturday afternoon, makeup workshop for trans folks at Out Front. And we can take like this much credit for it existing. So, but a little more beauty and joy in the world is a good thing. And there are so many of you showing up in so many important ways, connecting people, connecting resources that might already exist but just don't know how to talk to each other yet. It is a good thing. It is us reconstituting the world. And while this church is more than the building and grounds, this place, this patch of earth is so vital to what we do here. Here we host Peace and Nature Camp, which doubled its capacity last summer. Instead of 1 week, it's now 2 weeks because there is such high demand for kids to come and run around in the woods and learn our values. We host so many classes and rehearsals and game nights and sleepovers here. We have worship. We turned our archives room into a Cool Your Jets room to better meet the needs of neurodiverse kids. And we host so many community groups here. Boy Scouts, Indivisible, Immigrant Solidarity Coalition, Medieval Sword Fighters, and that's like just in the last week, right? There's so many. This space is a resource for our whole community. And we live our values here too, purchasing solar panels on the roof just a few months ago, living into right relationship with the earth. We care for each other here with meals and cards and listening and money and care and joy and meaning. We grow spiritually in chalice circles and other small groups, in music and worship and mindfulness and meditation, classes for people ranging from preschool through adulthood. I think the whole world needs a little more mindfulness right now. Here we have found kinship with people who are not necessarily like-minded, but are like-hearted, kindred spirits committed to our shared values. And people, we need this kinship so desperately right now. We need to expand our networks beyond narrow circles of friends and family. We need community, to be in a room of people, many of whom we might not know, but who we can trust wish us well. To throw our lot in with people trying to reconstitute the world. We need each other to make sense of what is unfolding in the world and in our lives and try to respond with integrity and love the best we can. Every February, the Unitarian Universalist Association asks us to send them a bunch of numbers about ourselves, mostly about our people and our money. And when we counted up the number of adults active in our congregation, so this is not our membership number, it includes our members, but also adults who are participating in the life of the church by attending worship or programs or bringing their kids to RE, somehow connected. We saw that we had increased by 50 people over the last year. 50 net people. This means over 10% of the adults in our congregation are new within the last year. So if you're new here, no, you're not alone. You're not the single newbie trying to find their way in, right? And if you've been here for a while, perhaps you've noticed a lot of new faces and a lot of new names. I've been having trouble incorporating them all, and I was blaming perimenopause, which might still be part of it, but it's also just, there's a lot of you, and it's such a beautiful thing. This is both a vote of confidence and an opportunity to welcome others into the group project that is this church. Here at church, we tell the truth about things that matter to us. We tell our children the truth about many things, including about human sexuality in our Whole Lives Comprehensive Sexuality Education class. And we invited participants last week to share their learnings with us. The 5th and 6th grade class started this morning, and we have 22 children in that class. That's a lot. That is life-changing for them, and then for all of the people they will be in relationship with, whether romantic or friendship. They will be that that kid who maybe can give the good information in the locker room when people start talking about things that they don't know about. It is world-changing right there. And many of their parents are participating in a short-term chalice circle. And they're all showing up at 9 a.m. on Sundays to do this. That is no small thing. So we tell the truth about sexuality, and we tell the truth here about money. You knew this part was coming, right? Everything we do here is possible because of your and our generosity. You heard the children scream thank you. Imagine receiving more screamed thank yous. It is your time, your talent, your treasure, and your trust that makes everything we do here possible. And now I get to be real about money. We need it. Church costs money. For the past few years, the board has been debating when to have a capital campaign, because this building, especially the 56-year-old parts of it, are going to need some significant repairs and upgrades in the coming years, about $850,000 over the next 20 years in today's dollars. If you want to see the spreadsheet and break all those costs down, we can do that. I'm not going to make all of you listen to that. And the board has been struggling with this for the past few years. We know this is a need, but the timing has felt terrible, right? Given everything, to say, yes, we need even more of your money. And we ultimately decided it is time to have this conversation collectively. It is time to ask for money. It might not be the best time, but we don't know when the best time would be. And we just don't know, you guys. I wish we did. So we are asking for more. We hope you can give more to fund the annual operating budget and to seed a building fund. So when the repairs and upgrades are necessary, we will have the designated funds available to do the work. We do not have enough money in our reserves right now to fix the building. We need more money. So we're asking for an 8 to 18% increase in pledges from last year to meet this goal. And that is a big number. So at this moment, I wish I could clone myself and then give the tailored message to different groups, but you all just will get to listen in. So this is the message if you're newer here. This is a great moment to begin contributing financially to the church or to increase your commitment. Please come to a grateful gathering, more details soon, to learn more about the church's finances and to get to know some people better. Our current range of pledges is from about $20 a year to about $20,000 per year, with our average sitting around $2,300. We ask you to find yourself somewhere in that range, or if you want to blow the top off that and see how many zeros you can fit on a pledge card, I will not be mad about that. Please do that if that's within your means. Please give an amount that feels significant to you. We are not a tradition of tithing. We are not going to say, this is what you say your income is, this is what we expect. But we are a tradition of generosity. And we trust you to know what that means for you. We're asking for pledges now for our fiscal year that begins in July. We are asking now because we use this information to build our budget, which then the congregation will vote on at our annual congregational meeting, which is in May. We know not everybody knows now what their finances look like in July. Make your best guess. This is a commitment and not a contract. We don't send things to collections if your life changes. We do ask you to let us know so we can know what to expect. And we have found generally that when people need to scale back their pledges, someone else can step up. Okay, that's the message for the new folks with some good refreshers for everybody. If you are already giving as much as you can, this message is for you. Thank you for your generosity. Keep being the generous person that you are. If you are at your limit, we respect that. We are so glad that you are here. Thank you. And now the message for everybody else. It is clear that this church matters in your life. You're taking time to be here with this community this morning or watching us later on YouTube. Maybe you saw in the weekly email or newsletter that this was Stewardship Sunday and came anyway. Or maybe it is just your habit that you just come when you can, regardless of what's going to happen, because you know it is worthwhile. That's commitment. All of that is commitment. You have cast your lot with us. So please consider giving generously so this church, this community, this institution can continue to work to establish truth, righteousness, and love in all the world. So here's the next steps. Sign up for a Grateful Gathering. These are the small groups where we'll be getting more into the nitty-gritties of church finances. There's sign-up sheets in the foyer, and I am dropping one in the Zoom chat right now. Look at that, technology. Now I need to navigate through my tablet. Okay. Please come to one of these. You get a meal. You get to meet some new people. It's a chance for good food and good conversation. One of them is promising root beer floats. I know, bratwurst dinner, vegetarian brunch. There's a lot of good options of different times, different parts of our Kalamazoo area. Sign-up sheets out there, sign-up sheets online. Please come. And we'll be mailing out the pledge materials for those for whom going to a gathering is not the right move this month. Those will go out soon. So sign up and then start to think about generosity. Look at your budget, spend time thinking about this church, imagine what might be possible, and get ready to make a commitment that will carry us forward, ready to do the work of love, which none of us can accomplish alone. People's Church is a radically anti-capitalist project, I like to say, which is to say, our highest values here are love and interdependence. We call this space the Commons because we know we are in this together. We ask people to give what they can, and we will make it be enough. We don't charge admission. We don't give the best seats to the highest bidders at the auction, although maybe we should really reserve the back row for people, right? That's where y'all like to sit, I think. When there's a lot of needs for care in the church, I do not check the giving records before I decide who I call back first. That's not how we do things here. That is not our logic here. Everything we do here is rooted in the logic of community and the logic of care. And we need your money. All of that can be true at the same time. It is you, your time, your talent, your treasure, your trust that makes everything we do possible. So think about what might be possible for you. Sign up for a Grateful Gathering. And over the next few months, stewardship, finance, board leaders, administrative staff will be collecting pledges, building a budget that church members will vote on in the congregational meeting in May. A budget, whether it's a congregational budget or a personal budget, is a moral document. A budget can tell you what you value, and how you choose to spend your money is part of how we live our values, part of how we do the work of love in the world. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. May it be so. May we make it so. And amen.
One final time today, I invite you to rise in body or spirit to sing our closing song.
Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night.
The poet reminds us, "My heart is moved by all I cannot save. So much has been destroyed. I have to cast my lot with those who age after age, perversely, with no extraordinary power, reconstitute the world." The work is large, and it is ours to do. Let us go in peace and go in love.